I don't know. My life's pretty boring. I write and go to movies.
Oh, it's the party bus.
It's a party
Holy
bus.
shit!
It's a party bus.
Wow.
I forget. Was that part of like a DLC?
What's that?
Was that part of a DLC?
The nightclub.
Oh yes, that's right. The nightclub.
Yeah, it goes on sale all the time. But like, what do you write? Fanfic? Because fanfic freaks me the fuck out.
No, I'm writing original fantasy, horror, science fiction.
Where can I read some of this?
None of it's published yet.
Because it's all too erotic?
No, because like I kind of haven't been writing a whole lot until like, you know, last year I wrote 1,500 pages. This year I'm at like 500 or 600 already on one big fantasy epic.
Yeah, is this feel like rival Star Wars?
No, this one's straight fantasy, so it's more in the vein of
yeah.
Lord of the Rings or Song of Fire and Ice. Ice and Fire.
Then that's when Dandolf decided to drop his pants.
There is some pants dropping. There is some nudity, but there's not a whole lot of magic.
Yeah, that 1,500 pages that I wrote last year, that was all nudity. The 500 that I wrote this year, that was magic.
Well, no, like there's definitely going to be a big chunk coming out that I'm not gonna. That's not gonna make it a final draft. Like the first 300 pages are basically a bunch of teenagers trying to escape a swamp. So that's gonna get cut because after that I started to find a groove.
A bunch of teenagers trying to escape a swamp.
Yeah, the setting is they live in a very rural, large inland marsh, and a bunch of basically religious rabies guys come through and like annihilate like their village and other villages and shit like that.
Red State?
No, not quite.
It doesn't matter what you say, I'll try to find something to be like, you ripped it off.
I know. I'm expecting that.
I still like how you introduced that last character you introduced me to.
You let him read it?
Well, actually, the reason he got to read this part is because the character was gay, and I want to make sure it wasn't so offensively gay that people would not want to read it. So I went for some market research.
If I was to ever write a gay character in any form, I would make it as offensive as possible, because then that would be the only thing that anybody would ever talk about. Like,
see, the thing is, this character.
I know I'm not a writer.
This character is very unimportant to the storyline, except for to make a point about what's happening.
Are you saying that because of his sexuality, he's not important?
No. The other 15 guys trying to get in the new governor's pants also are unimportant.
You are writing porn. I knew the truth would come out sooner or later.
But yeah, no. She's her father was killed. He was governor of the entire province in which this takes place in. So she took over with almost no training, and she's like, you know, right at that like age of like where, you know, they started marrying girls off in, you know, in Middle Ages. So his advisors are like, hey, huh?
I can't take the bus out there. I'll knock the top off. I was gonna make it a very shiny fucking
night, but can you shut up and pay attention?
What?
Holy shit, he's got the attention span of a squirrel right now. Yeah.
But I was gonna make it look all really nice. I mean, it's pretty.
He's lost his friggin' mind.
Yeah, so anyways, the reason there's a bunch of guys trying to get in her pants is because her daddy's advisors decided to send out letters to all the nobles in the area to marry her off.
That sounds like a good TV show that you're writing.
she's actually a pretty small part. This is all like subplot to the major plot line that's happening outside of it. It's just like I happen to be trying to write in these different kinds of men that would show up. There's the entitled, arrogant asshole. There's the manipulative ones. There's the really confused poor goat farmer that thinks he'd be a match for her. And then I'm like, I need a gay man in here.
There you go. You want confusion.
That's what they do.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, at that point I'm like, okay, I need to make sure this isn't super offensive because the character is very much a queen.
So you basically put Noko into a book.
Not quite that type of queen.
Is there any way I can leave the
Almost.
lights on?
I don't know. There's a couple of those things I would not picture you saying or doing.
I was about to say there was a few things that I was like, yeah, I could see myself saying that.
But yeah, I mean, he's a rich city kid. Comes from a theater district, big in acting, and the poor young governess seriously thought he was coming out to try to marry her. It's like, so that's not your intention. Well, no.
You like your men like strong, big bull, right?
All I can hear is the
I do too.
Theater theme or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought we could dance up here.
I don't know.
I want DJ.
This isn't 1982, so.
That's a pretty fly bus.
Well, it's a party bus.
Yeah, but even for a party bus, that's pretty sweet.
Oh my god, my phone just needs to shut the hell up. It's like every 5 seconds. Oh, it's Lester. Oh, it's somebody else. Oh, it's
Lobster?
Lester, and then there's somebody else that keeps calling.
Oh, you're talking about in-game.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about a real phone. I'm just like, you have somebody named Lester phoning you? Oh my god, that's just like real-life GTA. I'm gonna go ride the carnival rides.
Maybe you should.
Yeah, I might mature you up a bit.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
Just be careful. It looks like
right.
there's a gang thing that's going on.
Yeah, it's underneath.
Oh, okay. So the thing that I just tried to sneak by.
Yeah, I can't believe you just walked past a chick in a bikini and didn't knock her out.
Oh, let me rectify this. You hussy.
So violent. I'm much more peaceful.
Yeah. I've seen that.
All alone in your little ride.
Are you kidding? That first feels scary. It never moves. No, I used to like those fucking big rides and shit like that. Nowadays, no, I'm not getting on those. You get it.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a few rides that I physically cannot go on because they trick my body into thinking it's having a panic attack, and then I actually have one.
Fair enough.
So what else is everybody watching? What's everybody up to?
So let's see. Recently, I've been watching Utopia Falls on Hulu.
What?
And that's right. I was going to talk about the my fangirl moment on this episode of. So the writer, executive producer, showrunner.
I'm hearing this.
Shut up.
So he liked my post about how I was enjoying watching Utopia Falls, which he is also the writer, director, not director, writer, showrunner, and executive producer of. He was also the executive producer, showrunner, I believe a writer as well for Stargate Atlantis and Stargate Universe. Also,
But
Dark
not
Matter.
Stargate.
Dark Matter, another one he worked on.
That's fascinating. Chef Mike on Facebook and Twitter retweets, likes. Chef Mike's my boy.
Look at all you guys. And how many times have they heard that Chef Mike thing?
Oh god, you don't want to know.
17. Well, it's funny, right? Because like every time I get like a time I get like a retweet or a fucking like from Chef Mike. Oh no, even on the Facebook ones, I'm instantly just like starstruck and I'm sending Crystal like the screenshot.
Oh my god.
It's like, this happened. Fucking Chef Mike.
If you like him so much, why don't you
Chef Mike
marry
at
him?
movies. Hey. I'm
Because
straight
that
down
would make
world,
Dogg
but even
admitting
I
he's
would eat a
gay.
chimichanga off stuff like that. It wouldn't be a gay relationship. It would be a he cooks and I eat food relationship because my belly's getting bigger.
Somebody got knocked up.
I don't know what just happened, but my camera is
do. I
in my
got knocked up, like,
character's
4
pelvis and ass.
Yes, it is. Not even in the good parts because you can't see anything.
I mean, like my camera is quite. Oh, there's
There's a crotch shot.
that's camel toe.
Are you so fixating on ass?
Who doesn't?
I can. Oh,
What the fuck? Oh, you got knocked down.
But did he get up again?
yes.
Yes, he
No,
was.
when I first got on Twitter, I was trying like so much to get like a retweet or a like from like Kevin Smith. Fucking nothing for like a year. I seriously like quit Twitter entirely. I'm just like, fuck this, Kevin Smith don't love me. And then I found Chef Mike.
Speaking of Kevin Smith, that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that movie. Did you watch it yet?
Not yet.
Oh god. It is literally a love letter to his fans.
Hmm.
Yes. James Silent Bob reboot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Literally a love letter to his fans.
Mm.
And he loves to
I
make
love it.
fun of himself.
And if you haven't watched it yet, spoiler alert! Because if you haven't watched it yet, fuck you.
Hey, I bought it. I showed you the copy with the receipt. You know, I.
Just hasn't got around to it yet.
No,
I, however,
haven't.
got around to it that night.
I kind of figured you would. Like, I literally, like, I got home after buying it, and I was, like, tired, but I also had to open the next morning, so I was like, I'm not worrying about much of anything at the moment.
I want to get off this stupid Ferris wheel. It's scary.
Holy
So
crap,
it's like-
Noko, your character has the hottest ass.
You're watching history, not mine, traitor.
Have you seen her ass?
Yes, I have. A lot.
I hear that a lot. Like, my character on GTA has, like, the best ass. It's even better when I've been drinking, because then the whole screen goes funny, and then it's like, well, bam, there's, like, all ass.
Yeah, I know, that's exactly the way to describe it. It's all ass.
Well, we can go to a fine drinking establishment within the party bus. But no, fun
Yeah, as soon as
fact
my
about
ride
Jane Silent Bob
finishes.
reboot, that Ben Affleck scene,
Oh,
that was not part of the movie at all. Originally. Like, everything else was done, and then Kevin Smith and Ben Affleck made up.
yeah,
Not made up, made up. And
I know.
literally,
whatever.
that was put in at, like, the last minute.
I was wondering because, like, as I'm watching the movie and, everybody else that's ever, worked with him has been coming through, it's like, where's Ben? Did they make up yet?
Yeah, they did. How in the hell did that work? Kevin Smith put out like a tweet or something like that, or sent him a message where he comparative. It's quote
Probably
from
over
Conan
Batman.
that he paraphrased.
Paraphrased.
Yeah, where he just switches some words, but he compares Kevin himself to a king, and he's just like all the wealth and jewels and money in the world ain't worth nothing without best friends or something like that. And Ben Affleck sent back, only you would compare yourself to a king. How you doing, old boy? And that's how they made up.
Also,
Which is fucking beautiful. So, like, that, when they hug in that movie, legit, I get like a little lump in my throat. It's like, oh, the band's back together.
Okay.
Jesus.
Stan Lee in that movie, man. That's where my heart broke.
Yeah, because he was supposed to be in that movie.
Yeah.
But
And I mean,
Agreed, that was hard.
and then he's
without it.
joking around with
You're
Kevin
getting
Smith.
Yep.
I was trying to get out, but okay, fine. We'll ride the Ferris wheel together. Your booty don't look too bad in those shorts.
Right?
Yeah, I spent like a good few minutes like picking on my outfit. I'm like, I want to look better.
Are you wearing shorts?
Yes, it's shorts with like fishnet stockings.
Yeah, it's how you wear shorts.
Oh shit!
Well, I saw a solid
Thing is
color.
that
I
I've been
didn't
wearing
really get a
shorts
good
and
look.
rugby all of a sudden.
That cart that I'm staring
I
at
can't see
looks
the
sad.
booty. I can't see the booty. I can just see her arms.
Yeah, no, the Stan Lee thing, man. It's like, heart killing right there. And then it was before Kevin Smith lost all his weight.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I loved it because they actually put in a joke that I was saying for years with Kevin Smith and the weight loss. Because for years I've been saying like, Jason Mewes won't be able to call him Lunchbox anymore, or like a snack. And then I saw that in the movie. I'm just like, that's my joke.
Sons of bitches.
Kevin Smith knows me. I retweet on Twitter.
So good, and he made fun of himself.
I like how they put
so
Stanley.
hard.
He was on a T-shirt, on a couple, at least one or two T-shirts, maybe.
Yeah, he's
there
on,
was
Jason Lee's Brody's.
Yeah, and he had that shrine to him.
Yeah. But no, I was. There was one part that disappointed me though. There was no Dwight Ewell. Cooper X from Chasing Amy, the gay black man.
Oh yeah.
Or the gang leader from Dogma.
Right.
But yeah, there's no Hooper X. I was kind of surprised by that, to be honest. Because I own like 5. I think I have like his entire filmography of 5 movies.
Probably.
No, legit. He should be in a big time fucking movie as like the sidekick, but he's a good actor. Legit. Like him and Jeff Anderson are 2 careers I've always questioned. Like, why in the hell ain't these guys in bigger movies?
Yes. Another thing to know, Harley Quinn Smith looks nothing like Kevin.
Look at his
Nothing
wife.
at all.
No.
Holy crap, does that girl look like her mother?
Or Jason Mewes.
Yeah, I was gonna say she also looks a lot like Jason Mewes. A lot like
Jason
Jason
Mewes.
Mewes.
One would assume.
I know, right? That brought it. Like you had to know that somebody was making jokes for that to make it to the movie.
Yeah.
Well, in one of his Getting Old With, he mentions that, everybody always thinks like it's Jason Mewes' kid. Oh, and that kid in Ben Affleck's kid in Reboot, that's Jason Mewes' kid, Logan Mewes.
Nice.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, don't ever watch a movie with Sean when he's already watched it, because then he points everything out 3 seconds before it happens.
I'm getting better. Like now I'm down to like if I even see Crystal like looking away or something when a scene's coming up, I'll be like, oh, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, just poke. Hey, you gotta get look, come on, watching.
There's stuff happening. Look at stuff. Okay, I'm getting
It's
off
like
the
watching
fucking
with a
Ferris wheel.
3-year-old. He gets so excited.
No, I gotta say, Avengers Endgame. That was
Oh my god, no kidding.
we saw it in theaters, and I was holding her hand and being like the good boyfriend and everything. But then we get to the end fight scene, Captain America and Mjolnir, fucking Captain America standing alone against the army and on your left and all that. And I like crushing her hand. I'm holding it so hard.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh no, that happened. Oh, jeez, look at Captain Marvel. Shit. That still gives me goosebumps. Get off the Ferris wheel, please.
It's a trap.
It is. I want to go on a roller coaster.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it is. There goes the booty.
No, I was looking at Kilroy was here is in post production now. That's his next movie coming out.
Who? Who's next movie?
Kevin Smith.
Twilight of the Mallrats is his next movie.
Uh,
The one that he's writing right now?
No, Kilroy Was Here is already done filming. It's post-production, so...
did you miss one? Oh my god, he's going to his phone.
Yeah. I gotta school you. I'm gonna school you, man.
I was gonna say, because I'm pretty sure he just looked it up and said it.
Well, I also didn't dive very deep into the to all of it yet, so I'm sure there are articles I haven't seen yet. But I'm just going by starting with the wiki, which is easy because Kilroy Was Here is already in post-production.
Wiki, the thing that anybody can change.
Yeah, which is why I said it's my
Anything
first
like
stop.
that.
It's my first stop.
Let's see now. Kilroy Was Here, a horror anthology. Oh, it's an anthology. Never mind. Top billed cast. Hey, Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie O'Donnell.
Basically, the difference of this horror anthology is all of it's directed by Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith. I'm gonna have to look into this more.
As
I
opposed
You
to...
missed one.
Because I thought that this was in another one of his movies that he's gonna do but never fucking finished pile. Such as, let's see now, Salmon Twitch. Remember that TV series that was gonna happen? Moose
Nope.
Jaws. Hit Somebody. Hell in a Handbag. Anti-Claus. The list goes on and on and on. That dude likes to announce shit but never do stuff.
Well, at least this one's in post-production. Filming wrapped... Oh, wow. Filming's wrapped a while ago, so now it's in... it's in... Oh, that's a mighty fall.
Like, how long ago did it?
It,
Oh, sploosh!
filming wrapped about a year and a half ago, so...
Yeah,
So now it's
I
an
kinda
editing
suspect
hell.
that's going to be in post-production for a while.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I'm going to ride the roller coaster.
And now you're walking your ass across the beach.
Yep.
What?
Look,
Hey,
there's a
where you
quad.
going?
Take the quad.
I want to ride the quad. Let me off this roller coaster. I'm stuck.
And the quad's gone.
That was a person,
Damn you, Scuba Steve.
not a sand dune.
No, run people over. It's good for you. It's good for your health.
Yeah, no nudity.
Days are running.
Whee!
Aw, you almost landed on him.
Yep.
Oh, the action's hard to film from this roller coaster, I'll tell you that much.
Here, just look over here.
But
No!
I'd like to look over here.
No, not the water. Not the water. Aw.
But, whee! I can raise my hands. Oh, it's over. I don't know. Also, like, for me, besides, like, of course, the Marvel movies and Kevin Smith movies. Well, I should say Clerks 3 and Twilight of the Mallrats. Anybody else excited about any movies coming out anytime soon?
Honestly, I don't even know what's coming out soon. I don't know. I got to Regal Unlimited, so I just go to the movies. I don't really pay much attention to what's coming out because I like walking into movies blind.
I wish I could do that. I wish we
Well,
were
that's-
close enough to a theater.
I still live like
Literally
20
just,
minutes or so away, so it's like I have to make sure the movie's playing before I go, which used to annoy the living shit out of me with Movie Pass and Cinemia.
Cinemia?
Yeah, it was like a knockoff of Movie Pass.
Cinemia!
We did see that movie in theaters.
Mamma mia!
We took our grandmother to that movie. Well, me and a couple of my cousins did.
And let me guess, she thought that John Travolta was so sexy.
Wow, are we talking about the same movie?
Oh no, what? I am tired. Not Mamma Mia, fucking, what am I thinking about? Where
Yeah,
John
no,
Travolta
it
dressed up
wasn't.
as a
John
woman?
Travolta wasn't in
Grease?
Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia was awesome.
Yeah, which one is it where John Travolta's dressed up as a fucking woman?
Hairspray.
Hairspray.
Hairspray, there it is. Jeez. What?
You, at least you were in the same realm.
Weird.
Yeah.
Musical theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oof. But I have problems with the Mamma Mia 2 movie. I really do.
They made a Mamma Mia too?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the one we took my grandmother to.
Yeah, it's Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They try
I
to
didn't
make
see
you
it.
like they try to make you have two concurrent plots. So it's really like an hour and a half movie that is split into two. So it's like two 45-minute movies. They just intersplice the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Seriously?
So you basically have like a prequel and a sequel all in one.
yes, and it's not super long. So it's like an X-File episodes long. You know, a standard 40-something minute of each one. But that wasn't my biggest problem with it.
Get the fuck out of the way of the party bus! The party never stops! But, okay, what was the biggest problem with it?
My biggest problem with it was I am no way ooh, what
You just
well then,
And that's
So-
what happens when you hit a tunnel.
yes.
there goes a few of the speakers and stuff.
Most importantly, the head.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not taking down lights anymore. You can pass right under them.
That's okay. I'm going to switch vehicles. I completely forgot that I have one in the garage.
Yeah. No, because have you seen Mamma Mia 1?
Yes, I have.
Do you understand that she has 3 dads and she doesn't know which one is the real dad?
Real and yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I saw a long time ago, don't they all agree, we're all her dad kind of deal or something like that at the end?
Yeah, that was kind of like the end of. Hey, there goes the other speakers. Yeah, that was kind of like the ending of the first one. They all agree that they're 1/3 of her dad, so they might as well all be considered her dad.
And then it turns out that she's actually the granddaughter of Palpatine.
Shut up.
I like Star Wars.
Anyway,
Yeah, no, in the second one, they're they just do the how her mother had the oopsie moment with each of them, which isn't a bad thing. It happens. I mean, there's no strings attached. This was probably the 80s or 70s or whatever time period they wanted to pretend it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but wouldn't it?
She kept repeating. She kept repeating the "I never do this," and then the very next day she meets the next guy, and it's like, "I never do this." And then the next day she meets the third guy. "I never do this." It's like, well, honey, you've just done it 3 times. You just stop
yeah, at
saying
least be
it.
proud of it.
But you kind of feel sorry for the daughter in that to find out that your mother's a whore.
Well, to be fair, that sort of she kind of figures that out
She
when
did not
with the first
take
song of
money.
Honey Honey.
Being a tramp is totally different.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand they're trying to make it all cutesy and make her, seem innocent, which she kind of was. I mean, I understand, the way that she walked into each 3 of these guys' lives. I understand how that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Walked into their lives and then onto their dicks.
But yeah, they just did not execute the oops, this never happens correctly.
Yeah.
You see, now this is where we differ very much. If I was doing that movie, she would have been a clone, which took the best features of all 3 to make the ultimate warrior to travel back through time to stop Hitler.
To be honest, that I would have enjoyed that movie. I would have watched that movie.
You see, everybody always thought that Hitler committed suicide. No, it was the result of the super soldier.
Okay, now the major plot hole here is couldn't you have sent the super soldier back a little bit sooner? I mean, you had to wait for the war to be over.
Well, yeah, shit only connects. You can only travel through time at certain points.
So, do what Stephen King did. Send the guy back way before the assassination of JFK, so that he just stays there until it happens.
Yeah, but clones have a degenerative disease where they age very quickly. Hence, you have to take your chance when you can.
Okay, I
Don't
know.
you know anything about cloning?
Actually, no.
No,
This is actually good. This is a good segue into I can see the progression of like sci-fi movies that you watch, which what is there these like Sixth Day and like a bunch of the other ones based off of the 50s and 60s sci-fi writers, and yeah, no, that's a good point. That kind of cloning is inherently dangerous.
I just want to point out that I did like the Sixth Day, except for when Arnold and his clone are sitting around there and they light that thing on fire and it really like flames up and shit, and they both look at each other and go, "Cool." I was just like, that just ruined the whole fucking movie for me.
Yeah, but actually, like the whole premise for that's actually a really cool one. Like it was based off of the short story.
What, where the clone takes the place of the original, and the original thinks it's a clone, and dude, that's been done to death.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it was it's been a fixture in science fiction since I believe Robert Heinlein.
Robert Heinlein.
Trying to figure out like
where are you at? There you are.
Oh my goodness, that's like, that's one of the quads.
Yeah.
Am I able to like hop on the back?
You should be able to. It's two-seater, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Really?
I mean, it looks like could be a two-seater, but
yeah, hop on.
I'm having trouble finding it. Apparently, there's a lot of other 6-day stuff.
Well, apparently it's not a two-seater. But yeah, I guess I'll drive another vehicle. But yeah, during that era, I feel that like Arnold Schwarzenegger's career was highly underrated. Like, you had a Racer, End of Day, the Sixth Day. Like, I mean, legit, those are some good movies.
Yeah.
And even though Jingle All the Way sucked at the time, when, like, nowadays, great fucking movie.
Well, yeah. Post Terminator, pre Governator, he had a pretty good run of like decent movies.
Yeah, it's too bad like most of his movies suck nowadays.
Yeah, they're not the ones who make it to theaters as much anymore.
What the hell? I like The Expendables.
Yeah, but even now it's like almost 10 years ago now.
Shh.
No, that third one was awful. Like, I mean, we literally go to these Expendables movies.
Yeah, but you're not. There's not supposed to be any substance to these movies.
Well,
the whole point is to make jokes about each of their movies that they've made before.
Exactly, well, and then look at the third one when they're trying to bring in like these MMA fighters and Ronda Rousey and these characters that we have no clue who the fuck they are. The entire point of these movies is to see our 80s heroes in fucking action. Every time 95% of the movie.
Okay, let's say action in quotes. Come on, let's be serious.
Well, no, the first one they wanted to make really seriously, but then like when everybody started making fun of it, they just went to town with number 2, which is the best of the 3.
Sure enough.
You know, the special effect of Stone Cold dying in the first one is so fucking god awful. When he's like on fire and burning up and everything, just like
I don't remember.
It's awful. But like, no, I freaking love Expendables 1 and 2 because it is all these 80s action stars. Oh, this could be bad. Yep, this is bad. Yep, this is bad. Okay, we're not doing first person because I'm going to get sick.
Well, you didn't die.
But like,
Oh, this is horrible
was
in
it?
first person.
You should try driving. But like, what were they saying because of the leak of the third one losing like $725 million or something like that? Something fucking crazy like that? And just like, no, it lost money because it was legitimately a bad movie. We want to see all these old people out there with a machine gun and walkers. Like,
We want to see them in legitimate movies. Except for Arnie's looking a little too old to be doing anything anymore.
I know.
Or else whoever did makeup on that movie should be fucking shot in the face.
Well,
he's looking rather haggard.
to be fair, Sylvester looks terrible now too.
Right, unfortunately.
Because I have Rambo: Last Blood. There is one of the ones I picked up from watching like so many movies in the theaters. The production house gives you like them on digital when they come out. So Rambo was one of them. This Last Blood one, and like even like because at the end they show scenes from all the Rambo movies, and you can tell there's been at least 20 years between the last one and this one because it doesn't really look like the same man.
That's too much.
And I've got to say, I have zero interest in fucking Last Blood.
Oh my god, it was
I don't.
the best.
I like.
I thought Last Blood was pretty good. I mean, other than the fact that the majority of the action and blood and gore, like there was like more gore in this one near towards the end than I had ever seen in any Saw film.
I walk out of the theater and I told because the managers are asking us how we like the movies because we're regulars and stuff, and it's like that is seriously the last 20 minutes is a slasher flick. It's all it is. So I loved it. I loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds something I'd be into.
Don't get me wrong, the movie was okay, plotline was decent, it wasn't incredibly well done, but there was lots of violence, and the last 20 minutes is a slasher flick.
Yep.
Sweet.
And so I was like, oh my god, I want this movie.
Yeah. It could totally compete with
the movies anymore.
I was about to say, it could totally compete with Saw for how much gore and blood and guts that you see.
Half the budget had to have been spent on the last like 15 minutes, at least.
Make it!
Wow. Oh my!
Yeah.
No way!
Nice.
Like a glove.
Yes, I'm trying to hop to Mount Gilead.
Yeah.
All the tires are blown out. I will fly away.
Oh man, I have just found out like saddeningly that The Sixth Day, which is one of my more favorite Arnie movies, was actually a box office flop.
Yeah, a lot of his movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It like just barely like passed its budget in like box office, which means it really made them no money because they would have advertised for it as well.
Oh fuck! I guess like Sonic made like 57 million, over half its budget in the first opening weekend.
Well, they better have, considering like all these fans bullied the studio into like revamping it.
Yeah,
people better show up.
Something. You better break out that laptop because didn't I read something like the studio that did it fucking shut down afterwards and shit?
I don't know, but I'm gonna. I already have Sonny
Check
Googled.
But like yeah,
That was
I
crazy
like,
in
just
first
the big
person.
action movies.
Yeah, I've actually seen Sonic twice now.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it opening day there because damn it, I was gonna support. And one of my cousins wanted to go see it today, so we went and saw that and Call of the Wild today.
Oh, I can't wait to see Call of the Wild.
Okay, the movie is so much better than the previews make it look. I was really
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I was concerned, like,
What the
if
hell
the
was that?
previews made it look like I wasn't gonna like it, but I really enjoyed it. It was decently close to Jack London's book.
Good. Excellent.
Decently
That's good,
close.
because my hopes are really, really high.
Well,
Okay, Sonic Hedgehog.
You worry me about when you pick movies now. Because what was it? The Seventh Son?
I don't fucking know. I told you it was a random fucking movie. One bad movie, and he's never ever gonna let it fucking go.
What was that Daniel
Jesus
Radcliffe
fucking
one?
Christ. I don't know.
See,
Because you keep watching movies without me, you fucker.
Hey, I brought up Goon. She's still on this, and I even brought it up during the summer after I bought it. I brought it here. I was just like, yeah, I brought a bunch of movies. I got like the second Goon and this and that and that and this. I think that night you picked Bon Cop, Bad Cop, which is a spectacular movie. So you had a chance there, and then several times after they put it up on Netflix, I mentioned it. So that's on you.
Yeah, no.
By the way, second Goon is really good.
Huh. But yeah, no. Sonic's already beat its budget. It's standing at 130 something $million made off of a budget of around 80 to 95 million.
Yeah, I thought it was like 80 mil before the reshoots.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
And then afterwards, there's like 100 mil.
See, I'd always heard that it took them $35 million to do it, but I'm gonna have to find.
That 35 million was probably Jim Carrey's budget
mustache. Yeah.
Didn't he look just like Burt Reynolds, except for the mustache? Mallrats? Crystal got it. But no, we are going to run the full View Askew gamut. We are going to watch from Clerks to Jane Silent Bob reboot in order.
Yep.
Nice. It'll be quite the marathon, I would assume.
I'm kind of tempted to bring the comics so Crystal can wear them. Oh. Now we're getting fiction. So Crystal can read them, so she gets the whole story, and then wear them. Such a time.
I'm gonna go sleep on the couch.
Oh, hon, you know I wouldn't want to do that. You know how much those comics cost to replace?
Okay. So Sonic hasn't been released in some major markets yet because of the coronavirus.
What?
Yeah, no, Sonic hasn't been released in China, Japan, and other major markets because of the coronavirus.
Fuckers.
So it's doing well domestically. I guess it has the highest opening weekend of any movie based off of a video game.
So let me get this straight. It hasn't been released in China in case the movie catches the coronavirus?
Well, probably because they probably have a pretty big scare going there, and they probably wouldn't be making any money if they released it out there.
No, everybody's getting told to stay in their homes. They're still using disinfectant cannons. There's just been some people released from 2 weeks of quarantine in Japan. This morning they had reported that they landed at home here in Canada, and they were put into a home quarantine here. And then there were like 60 or 70 some people kept out there because they had tested positive for coronavirus. So there's no way they're going to release movies out there.
Right.
And try and get people out, because you're supposed to stay away from crowded places and wash their fucking filthy hands.
I'm on the wrong mountain.
The last thing you want to do is go to a fucking theater with a bunch of sneezing, disgusting humans around.
So what exactly is the coronavirus? Like a really bad flu?
Well, it's a different category of viruses, because flu virus is its own category. Coronavirus is actually a category of viruses. It's just one happens to be particularly virulent, so everybody's panicking about it.
I can
there's
show
still
you
only
the
been
world.
there's only been like 9 confirmed cases in Canada, so we're good right now.
So what are its symptoms? Just out of curiosity.
Do you know how you don't
respiratory
get it?
illness symptoms like
You don't. They literally said you don't go out in crowded places and wash your hands the same way you don't get the flu.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
then I'm safe.
symptoms such as cough, fever, more severe cases, pneumonia.
Yeah. No, it's just like this particular coronavirus happens to be more virulent than others, it's not a whole lot different than H1N1 panic or swine flu panic or SARS panic.
Thank you.
Well, I've survived all of those. So I must be like Wolverine for the healing factor and shit.
You got the
In
Canadian
Alberta,
part, right?
since this flu season, we've had 68 or something like that people die from the fucking flu because of anti-vaxxers.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like already like this season, the regular flu has killed more people than the coronavirus has.
Yeah.
Thank
Significantly
you.
more.
Like, if anybody's worried about it, wash your filthy hands and don't sneeze in your friends' faces.
Yeah, and,
What?
you know,
What else
avoid
am I gonna
other
do?
transfers of saliva and mucus. Don't lick them or anything like that either. I mean,
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, stay away from crowded places like, I don't know, movie theaters and malls and shit, and
I can still lick
punch
Bobo's
people who are
eyeballs,
coughing
right?
around you.
dial
Like, I
soap
can
is
still
your
go-
friend.
Right? Bleach is your friend.
I'm more of fire spring, but he's their own.
Actually, they say we've also, having the flu shot this year has also prevented, like, 6 out of 10 people who may have been exposed to higher strains of, like, possibility of coronavirus or some crap like that I was reading earlier.
Yeah.
I'm
I should look that up, and so I'm not, like, giving out false information. But I'm lazy, so people can look it up if they want to.
That's me too. I'll just say something and then be like, I don't know. Don't take my word for it.
That's
That might
right.
not be true. Do your own research, people. Where the fuck am I?
Yeah. Crystal's opinion, TM. Ding.
I'm like 10 miles away from where I want to be.
My life.
That took me a second.
No response whatsoever. Fuck you guys. I'm getting off.
Sorry, I'm reading up on the Sonic killing a
You think
studio.
What?
What?
So
That's
did
way
it?
more interesting.
Oh no, Dog told me to look up the Sonic redesign having the studio closed down. Yeah, no,
Right.
the studio did close down, but it was apparently un-Sonic related.
That's just a weird coincidence. Just
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, no,
Here's 20 million. Don't mention that it was because of Sonic the Hedgehog.
well, no. You see, actually, what the company who redid Sonic was not the company who screwed him up in the first place. It's a different company altogether.
Oh. I gotta
And
say,
then,
that redesign, though, is good.
Yeah, and then in December they announced they're closing down their Vancouver office.
More jobs out of Canada.
Yeah, do you blame them?
Right now, no.
Right.
Get the fuck out. Run while you can.
Run.
Yeah.
Things are not
Okay,
looking
so they
up.
did actually like change the look of Sonic.
Oh, significantly. Significantly.
Because I'm looking at a picture
Oh,
of the
yeah.
two side by side, and I'm like, that first one that they originally had is like
Creepy.
super creepy and scary. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
now
Sonic.
if Sonic the Hedgehog was a horror movie, I'd take that first one.
Oh, really? Is it that bad?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
haven't you
it
seen
was.
the first
It would
one?
be great to make that into a horror movie now, though.
Oh, yes.
To be completely honest with the Sonic movie itself, I was watching it today for the
How do I
second
get back
time,
on
and
this mountain?
I thought, I had a thought like, I could take this movie and recut a trailer for it and make it look like Hedgehog Thor. I'm like, I kind of want to do that now.
That'd be sweet.
Maybe,
No,
superimpose Chris Hemsworth's face on Sonic.
Well, it can't be any creepier than original Sonic, so. Why would you do this to thine Odin's son? Why have you made me blue and furry? Why am I a furry? Why am I at this convention?
All right. So if you have access to like your Facebook Messenger, Crystal, I sent a photo of the comparison. The one on the left hand side is the current one,
Oh,
like
here
the
it
new
is.
one. The one on the right is the original concept, which
Somebody
is
just got a
creepy as fuck.
notification. I wonder who that
That
was.
Ew.
I know
Right.
how they gave him teeth and make him lifelike and shit, and
Well, but it's like crackhead. I don't know. There's something wrong. He looks like a fox.
Like, I mean, do you think
Like
the
a creepy
animators, when they were
fox.
making him, just being like,
What the
well, this is
fuck?
the end of my career?
Doop-a-doop-a-doob, splash, splash. Throwing shit together.
Well, the fact that they had a different studio altogether fix it kind of probably says a lot.
Yeah, no kidding. That's...
Yeah, because clearly the photo on the right, the left, looks a lot more like the Sonic that most
actual
everybody's.
Sonic.
Yeah.
Exactly. That other one looks too human-like. He's got, like, lips and eyes are too small, and I
Yeah.
just... Ugh.
It looks less
He
like
looks
a
like he'll
hedgehog.
jump you in an alley
Yeah.
for a cigarette.
Yeah.
No, that's Jim
Or,
Carrey's
you know,
character.
like, give him some white shades and a white flat brim hat, and he's the biggest douchebag.
But no, I really hope that movie makes, like, all the money this year, because, well, they went back and redesigned everything. They actually listened for once. A studio.
Yeah.
actually
That's why I didn't
listened.
see it twice. I'll probably go sit through it again if I get bored some night, just because. But I mean, we gotta let them know that we heard that we see that they heard us.
Well, yeah, that's just it. If that movie fucking
No
fails,
kidding.
every studio will be like, we're never listening to the fans.
Yep.
And everything will be normal.
Fuck those motherfuckers.
It's
Except
like
for
we're,
Endgame.
it's
And
not like we're
reboot.
gonna make money if we fix it. So why should we fix it?
Mm.
That's right. No. This is one that everybody needs to see.
Or was this a plan? Was the studio just like, you know what, we're gonna put out a shitty Sonic just in commercial form.
Suckers.
It'll draw a lot of attention to the movie, and then like 3 months later, we'll have good Sonic show up. Huh?
You know, you're not the only person pitching this conspiracy to me.
I'm not saying.
Holy fuck, are you cynical today?
I was just sort of saying, I'm not saying that's the actual fucking truth. I don't believe that one bit.
No, but
1% of me certainly does, because it's a possibility.
No, like you're not the only one that's been pitching this one to like me. Like in the build up to Sonic, like whenever I've gone to movie theater, like I go there regularly because you know I have the membership, so it's like the workers know me, and like we've discussed these movies and stuff, and like, half of them are pitching to me that it was a conspiracy. They purposely released a bad looking Sonic to drive up hype. And it's like, that's a
Did you
very
say drive a pipe?
hype.
That's hype.
Hype train?
Hype.
Oh, hype.
H.
That's a
Hype.
possibility. I mean,
It's
a very valid possibility.
but it's
I mean,
it's too much of a-
studios are known to be a little, you know, shady
Dumb.
when it comes to
Yeah.
advertising, but
Yeah.
Honestly,
see that.
it's too
Some
big a
people
risk in
wouldn't
my
do that.
opinion. Like,
But to be fair, as soon as you release a product that you know is not going to be pleasant to the fans, and the fans that are like excited for the project, and they're seeing like how bad the character looks, they're like, they're going to be starting to speak up, and as soon as you fix it, that's when they're going to drive out like hordes.
Yeah,
in theory,
That's
theory.
True.
yeah. You better
This-
pull
this-
it all out, though.
Yeah, this is like a one-time off thing. I can't think of another instance where they've done this. They might have, and it escaped my,
No!
my. Wow, what the hell just happened there?
It
Escaped
looked
my
like a dick. I needed
my
it.
scope of like noticing,
Yeah.
but it's a really, really, really risky move on an unproven theory.
True.
Agreed.
But still, look how much publicity the publicity is. I need a nap. I'm
Yeah.
done Englishing.
Oh yeah, no, and yeah, it's done quite well already, and it would have done a lot better if it had been released in China and Japan as well. Because I mean, Japan is where Sega came from, and China is like the biggest non-American market.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But the fact that it's doing so well, despite the coronavirus,
Despite,
yeah,
that's right.
I think it was like 110 million of that 137 that's tacked on so far was domestic, which is a really good like domestic showing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll hold off, like, most release it, like they're releasing it to to physical copy, just so that Japan and China can actually have their once things are.
Damn it.
You know, I don't
Once
think,
coronavirus has
Yeah.
calmed its tits, then maybe they'll release it to the actual theater so that everybody else can go out and see it.
I don't think they'll need to do that
Right.
actually, because of distribution rights are different, you know, all over the world. You know, a North American like physical distribution would have no impact on, you know, Japan and China,
True.
except for they
Yeah,
make all their
and-
stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and about distribution rights, or on that topic, fuck you, Disney Plus.
Why? What did Disney do to
Okay,
you this
so-
time? Did the
No
mouse touch you in
kidding.
an
Who
inappropriate
hurt
spot?
you?
Well, I'll show
Right?
show me, bring out the doll, and I'll show you where they touch me.
I'm gonna grab your dick.
But
Well, if
Your
that mouse will
somebody
fucking Jonas
gives you an
Brothers, I
ass
mean,
raping, you're gonna get yucked.
My fucking nightmares.
But okay, so Disney Plus owns all the Fox stuff, right? Like the
Yes.
Fox is theirs.
Yep.
So why
Yeah.
the fuck does American
ABC.
Disney Plus have what are they? Wolverine and the X-Men and the X-Men Evolution cartoon, but Disney Plus Canada does fucking not.
because
Well,
fuck you
seriously,
guys,
these
you're
are-
Canada.
Well, fuck you. You guys don't get Wolverine. You just get and the X-Men.
To be fair, Wolfie Boy spent a lot more time in you know, the United States than he did in Canada.
He's Canadian. He always points out he's Canadian. He's from Edmonton. Well, the Edmonton
He's about as
region,
Canadian
anyway.
as Neil Young is, which means yes, he was Canadian, but
Now,
Yeah, but now where does he spend all his time? Shut up.
Justin Bieber, he's all your guys.
yeah, if
Yeah,
we're
we'll
forced to
gladly
keep Justin
trade him.
Bieber, we're taking Wolverine too.
No, you guys get
no.
you guys get Justin Bieber because, well, he's a douche, and stereotypically Americans are douches, so he fits right in.
You know, a lot of these stereotypes fit pretty well with some of the Canadians I know.
Would you stop with your American stereotypes? Like, I mean, you don't have to be a douche-track. Just because it's a stereotype doesn't mean you have to follow it. You can be a good boy. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck.
See what happens when you start making fun of me and not pay attention where you're driving?
Right?
What, I fly? I can show you the world.
As my life flashes before my eyes.
Okay.
Your character out of smoke.
Yes, my character is.
This is not-
You're
this
stressing
is
my
not
character out so
smoking.
much that she has to smoke.
Yeah,
She's
so
talking
checked out.
the entire time.
Yup.
Take this motherfucker anymore.
Hey, yeah, did we ever record that when we were climbing this fucking hill mountain on our scooters?
Ooh.
I
What?
think we did.
Or thought I was just fucking around.
Yeah,
I don't know,
I'm pretty
I'll
sure
wait
we
to go
did.
Man, I
watch
really
it
gotta
for,
go back and watch.
Yeah, be sure to watch every single one on both JadedDragQueen and Dogg Games.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. But, oh my god, I just went brain dead. I'm so excited for the Marvel Plus Marvel Plus, Disney Plus fucking Marvel shows.
Hmm.
And they're still like, fucking what? Like 8 months away? Like, this is bullshit. They should have launched with that shit.
Yeah, no.
Hmm.
Honestly, I'm just
Big-
excited for like May to come around so there would be HBO Max.
Okay, what's all on HBO Max? Because I haven't heard of anything good yet. No, wait, I might have heard
HBO,
of one.
Cinemax, and then their like not regular their broadcast stations, like the lower channels, like, you know, like which ones do they own? You know what? I'm gonna look this up.
So in the meantime, since you're talking HBO Max and like the HBO Cinemax, I may have to look into
Cinemax.
getting a Showtime subscription
No.
because RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars is moving to Showtime.
Well, they've been offering like 3 months for like $2 or whatever.
I'll have to take it. I'll have to
$6.
as soon as well. It's not going to be released just yet because that's going to be. I think they said not until like June or August, or somewhere in between.
No,
right
I'm
around.
not getting another streaming service just for RuPaul.
But yeah, it's
Unless
like I heard
Porto
like
goes
the
on it,
All Stars.
then they
The
can have
All
all the
Stars is
money.
getting to is going to Showtime. Regular series is still going to be VH1. I'm not sure about if they're going to do any more of the UK version, which I think is BBC.
Which would be what?
BBC. Well, it would have to be because I
Oh,
mean
yeah.
BBC is everything in the UK. Everything's BBC. They don't have like we have over here where they have like ABC, CBS, NBC, all that. That's
well, it
all
took that one, but
BBC.
we made it.
See here. Yeah, no, it's Warner Brothers. So HBO, Cinemax, and like Warner Brothers. So everything that Warner Brothers
So
owns.
would they have like all the Looney Tunes?
In theory, let's see here. Kelly Riley, president of Warner Media Networks, includes most of the company's ad-supported channels: TBS, TNT, True TV, HBO. Yeah.
Oh, hey, if they're putting TBS on, maybe we'll get another Conan Without Borders. Or Conan Without Borders, sorry. It's on Netflix right now. Fuck, that show is brilliant. Conan O'Brien? If you haven't watched that, I strongly recommend it. Fuck, that dude's hilarious.
Yeah, he is. I'm not gonna I had a friend that was. I think she'd gone down to. I can't remember where she was, but Conan happened to be in the area at the convention that she was at. And apparently she had I guess she'd had one too many. And she got offered to. And she got offered to go upstairs, and I guess they had like a mud wrestling in front of Conan and whatnot.
What?
Yeah, it was either mud wrestling or Jello wrestling. Either I think it might have been Jello wrestling because she said she can't stand the sight of Jello.
So let me get this straight. Conan was just walking around being like, "Hey, want to go for some Jello wrestling?"
Not him. Not him. I think he had like a private suite or something, or private section of the area, and one of the people working for him, I guess, was choosing different people.
Okay.
But she got to meet him and
Well,
and
that
his
makes
crew there.
way more sense than him walking around being a fucking creep.
Yeah, he'll send somebody else to be around to be a
Well,
creep.
yeah, it's not his job. He's famous. He pays people to go be creepy for him.
You then,
Right.
Go be a creep for me. I demand Jello wrestling.
No women. No smaller than B cup, please.
They must be virgins.
I don't know why all of a sudden Conan has an accent.
All right, he's real fucking regal all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But I just want to point out that all this is unfounded, so we don't know.
That's right.
It's all speculation.
Okay, so
That-
one thing I'm super excited about for HBO Max, I just found out they're making a new Gremlins animated show.
That's pretty cool.
Oh my god. What is
Yeah.
that about?
No. When you said new Gremlins, I legitimately got excited there for a second because it's like, oh, new movie. They're just like animated. I'm just like, no, it's not. It's not like the '80s where you take R-rated shit and turn it into children's cartoons. What
Well,
the
this
fuck
is
is
going to focus on the Mogwai mostly, I guess.
Of course.
Oh, so the cute versions, yeah.
Boy.
Because yeah, it's like,
Well, like,
and it's set in 1920 Shanghai.
Huh.
So
Yeah.
excited.
Now,
If-
is this
if
like
anything,
hand-drawn
I'm
animation,
gonna send
2D
them money to
animation,
not
or is
make-
this going to be like 3D animation? Like, are we going to see something that's going to look like a hairy version of Baby Yoda?
Sorry,
Well,
I forgot I turned it on.
It's animated comedy, so I'm assuming it's not going to be any live action mixed in with it.
Mm.
Yeah, no.
But they also have like other things, like they have the Fungi, so I'm assuming there's fungus-based cartoon.
This sounds fucking horrible so far.
They have Jellystone coming out.
Hey,
Looney
boo-boo,
Tunes.
There's a severed head in the picnic basket.
Oh gosh, Adventure Time.
That's because you mauled him, Yogi.
Boondocks.
Yeah. Still nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
no. I guess for their original content, because they're gonna have streaming stuff from all their subsidies, but they're making a bunch of Max originals that will be separated into 3 categories: kids and family, millennials and Gen Z, and adult.
What, no Generation X? Fuck you guys.
I think that would be under the everybody else, the adults.
Although I guess they've suggested that the adults going to heavily skew towards female content for women.
So, lesbian.
Well, it is part of the Cinemax family.
Skinemax.
Let's be honest, it's not Lifetime.
We don't know. Maybe Warner Media does own Lifetime somewhere down the road. I'm gonna have to Google this.
Yeah. That's fine. And then
Disney
Disney
You know what?
owns Lifetime.
Well, they own half of A&E Networks, which is the company that owns Lifetime.
Gotcha.
So suddenly,
But you know what?
every Lifetime movie makes so much more sense now.
I've decided, okay, that I'm going to boycott Disney. That's it. No more Disney for me. It's going to be nothing other than Marvel, Lucasfilms, and Pixar. That's it. That's all. No more fucking Disney.
That's all Disney.
Yeah.
I know.
Still
That's a joke. But I don't know. After watching some of their shitty live-action remakes, actual Disney movies, yeah, they might get a fucking boycott. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, seriously, how do you fuck up the Lion King?
Well, easy enough. You use
Compared to the original?
use CGI, but try to make it look real, and to get less qualified actors to play the same exact script.
Well,
That's how you fuck
What
up
they-
Disney. Lion King.
What they should have done with the Lion King is just literally take the original audio and just CGI it.
Yeah, they could.
It would have. Yeah, I think I would have been happier with that. If it was almost like a remaster.
Yeah, or if they'd even deviated further, to make it its own entity instead of a knockoff.
That's true.
I mean, but that said, I haven't liked when they've deviated because they've made really crap movies when they've deviated.
Well, it's for me, I was hoping that they were going to incorporate some of the Broadway music into the new, almost CGI live action version of The Lion King. For me, I think that would have been a great tie for both the original animated cartoon movie and the Broadway musical. If they pulling them both together, that way you have the music like He Lives in You, which didn't actually take place until the second Lion King movie, which they used that then. I mean, if they had incorporated a little bit, bits and pieces of both, it would have been super awesome. However, someone at Disney wasn't that bright.
Well, Disney is still trying to discover their voice for their remakes. They're still trying. They haven't done very well yet.
Like,
Aladdin.
don't get me wrong. I was just about to bring up Aladdin. Don't get me wrong. I love Will Smith. I will watch that dude in anything.
Yeah,
But
me
did
too.
the genie really need a whole side plot where just I want to bang that servant girl?
Yes, the genie needs that side plot because Will Smith's single now.
Oh, right. No, just
I'm not
stick to
aware
the
of
original
this.
plan,
Yeah,
you know?
him and Jada Pinkett Smith broke up a couple years ago, man.
Oh, geez, apparently I have been under a blue rock. Apparently,
Wait, is she still Jada Pinkett Smith?
I don't know if she's still Jada Pinkett Smith. She might just be back to Jada Pinkett. And of course, Google's listening to me because I type WY, and suddenly Will Smith's the first thing to pop up. This is why I don't talk to people in front of my phone.
Well, whatever happened to the days, where he would get jiggy with it or go to Miami? The good old days.
Oh, I guess they need divorce. I swore I heard that they were getting divorced. Maybe they just never did. Maybe they reconciled. I don't know. After Aladdin, you might not have.
Well, she might be too busy being in the Matrix 4. So,
Yeah.
Is
Maybe, or either that, or maybe
4?
it's.
What's up? Matrix 4? Anybody?
I was thinking maybe it possibly might be like another Mandela effect.
No, they said they broke up within their marriage and they had to rebuild the relationship.
Hmm.
So that's what it was. Okay, so he's not single. They just kind of got back together after saying that they had problems for years, apparently. Which is weird, because they were always that super quiet couple that everybody in Hollywood was like, oh, you want stability, go to Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently
Yeah,
not.
they just kind of kept their whole, personal relationship under wraps.
Yeah.
You just kind of assumed it was good, because it wasn't obviously bad.
Like
Speaking of bad, I cannot believe this fucking bullshit with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. That fucking bitch needs to fucking go to hell.
I'm assuming you're talking about Amber, not Johnny.
Yeah.
Well, I found it funny just how badly the internet slammed Johnny Depp.
I know. I never
going to be all
participate in any of that shit, but now I'm fucking mad because that fucking bitch, it's shit like that makes it harder for actual victims to fucking come forward.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
Well, that's Johnny Depp. Oh, fuck Johnny.
Right? How many fucking stars have been, their whole reputations have been tarnished? You never look at I'm always looking at them giving them the side eye when I see them on TV. I'm like, you. No, and I didn't want, can I not have to do that with Johnny Depp too? Just fucking seriously?
But I want to see this Amber Heard, Mel Gibson, Bill Cosby. I want to see all these guys into a single movie called The
Extinction
Offensible.
Island. The Offensibles.
I'd pay money to see that. But first, you gotta drug them, and then you gotta call them a Jew, and then you gotta beat them.
Yay.
Worst episode ever.
Sweet. So if I get
Sorry,
HBO
I just had to bitch because that's fucking awful.
Yeah, no.
All these men are made out to be so fucking terrible, and they're just lives are being destroyed.
Yeah.
And for once, a person who we thought was really, really wonderful actually didn't fucking do anything, and they caught this bitch red-handed. Why is this not being splashed everywhere?
Okay, hun, calm down, calm down.
Oh my god! I
for
usually
one thing,
don't
there's
care
a lot of
about
people that are
celebrity
signing.
shit, but
I am seeing 1,000 signed petitions to remove Amber Heard as L'Oreal
Well,
spokesperson.
yeah, but I mean,
yes.
come on, people will sign a petition for just about anything.
That's yes.
Yes.
No,
True enough.
If you think that your online petition is going to work, write it down on a piece of paper, fold it into an airplane, and throw it out the window. That's how good online petitions work.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah, no.
Well, except for the Sonic remake.
I don't think the petition had a lot to do. I think the straight up fan hate.
yeah. No, outspoken fan rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. So if I get HBO now before HBO Max launches, when HBO Max launches, I get HBO Now, and Max together.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they just upgrade it.
Well, did you know that if you get the WWE Network now, they might end up canceling it and put it underneath somebody else's streaming service, and you'll have to pay whatever that streaming service is plus $65 a month per pay-per-view?
See, I'm in a better position than that because I don't watch wrestling anymore.
Wait, this is definitely news to me.
Yeah, I was just hearing about that today, that they might end up going with some other streaming service. And you'd have to buy that streaming service, and then pay-per-views would be like $65 for every one. Which is fucking insane for a wrestling pay-per-view.
Any
Right.
pay-per-view.
Oh shit! Speaking of wrestling, what is it? The AEW, there we go. How they have a trans world champion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Noko heard about this, but if anybody's wondering, they have a was a male, now female world champion, and people are freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, freaking out.
I've heard bits and pieces of it. I haven't followed much for AEW. Like, I've seen a bit of different things from their end, but I mean, it's not something that I've delved too much into, just because it's.
I like reading the comments on this shit and seeing all the drama and everything.
Yeah.
One dude there, this one comment, I looked at the profile picture. The dude's like 40, and he's just like, trans men that are, are now women shouldn't be competing in men because it's DNA and blah 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 and this and that, and it's just like, buddy, I think we need to sit down and have the wrestling talk.
I was about to say, for fuck's sake, I mean, yes. I mean, wrestling is primarily acting, and it's a lot of, acrobatics. It's a lot of, I mean, they're
exactly.
But at the same time, it's like a lot of it is sort of scripted. They do rehearsals before they even enter the matches. I mean, it's similar to like the swords fights that you see on or kung fu battles that you see in movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same exact thing.
Like, the physicality is very real, but like, who wins and who loses?
Yeah.
As much as I hate to tell you this, at one time, David Arquette was the world champion, beating out like Goldberg, a guy that's like 500 pounds of muscle.
Yeah.
Anybody that has complaints about this, I hate to tell you this, but it's like a movie.
Yeah.
Do you watch Sonic the Hedgehog and check your fucking garage every day, see if there's a little blue hedgehog in there?
You really should, though. I mean, you never know.
Right. That's a fair and valid point. But what? You never know. I haven't checked my shed in like 6 months. I probably do have something in there that's blue and growing and gonna fucking try to kill me, but but it's just like the ignorance of some people.
I know it is constantly astonishing because we didn't grow up around that. We just were like, hey, okay, people are people and they like things that are different than me. Okay, cool.
Like, does anybody remember when...
And some people like the same things as me. Cool!
But does anybody remember back when China became the Intercontinental Champion?
Mm-hmm.
But that's a man's belt.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, they built her as more man than most of the other guys.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, like, she'd come out with, like, what, Shawn Michaels or anything, and he's holding a little pepperoni. Whoever else with him holding a little pepperoni just comes out with this, like, 2-foot-long summer sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they built her as more man than them anyways.
Yeah. I mean, for crying out loud, her theme music was Ninth Wonder of the World, which says, "Don't treat me like a woman and don't treat me like a man." It's like, okay, so basically you want us to treat you like, an it? I mean, you're no Tim Curry, so you're definitely no Pennywise.
But, okay.
Oh, wow.
Or, like,
that was a long way to go
her
for a
entrance. But
Do you have to build a bridge to make that stretch?
Yeah.
Okay, is 2K20 just so shitty that, like, it made, like, I remember China's entrance being, like, really good. She grabbed the cannon, blah, 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 all that shit. And then in Y2K jelly, it's literally like a person playing with his Legos, just being like, China comes out now and he goes boom, 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 and then the flare and then boom, boom, boom. and it looks like shit. Like, was that really? Or is that
I
just
was
me?
about to say, don't
Somebody-
even get me started on WWE 2K20 because okay, so now they have it's 67% off. Plus, you get a locker code for I think it's like 1,500 VC points. I'm thinking, bitch, I paid like $20 for that shit game. I didn't get no locker code, and yet you're still promoting like crappy fucking content. And your game is still broken as fuck. Like, seriously. Quit just lowering the price and just like.
I still can't get through the Marvel Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So be sure to check out my channel. Why 2K Crash?
Yep.
Part 1 is out now. All mended crashes. But
Vic,
sweet.
I still every chance
check
I
out my
get.
channel. I don't have a job, and I make no money.
See, you should be streaming. You should stream like all day.
Oh God, I am not that interesting.
That's what I
think
thought.
you're interesting.
I mean, I thought that about myself. It's like I'm nowhere near interesting enough for like people to like actually like my stuff. I mean, I don't have that many followers, but I have a decent number of followers.
Like any number would be shocking to me. So
Right.
I got a
like
few.
I have a really large family, so I can see having like 20 or 30 followers.
Yeah.
What I find hilarious is the analytics on my channel, because it'll literally be like every single video will be like the percentage of your views, it will be like 87% non-subscribed, 13% subscribed. It's like, thanks, loyal followers.
Fuckers.
Thanks, Jim from Florida. Thanks for watching my shit.
Well, on that note, I think I'm out for the night.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, guys.
I was about to say it's we're right around that time that we usually call it quits anyway.
Yeah.
Excellent. That works.
Oh man, the Ghibli Museum in Japan's closed down because of the coronavirus.
Well, then maybe they should switch to Bud Light.
Yeah,
Haha.
I know, that's so
Can't
funny.
fondle my good neighbor Totoro.
No, go to bed.
Yeah, you're right. Nobody drinks Bud Light, light beer, pussy beer, fucking.
Oh, Jesus.
Never drink a fucking pussy beer. Corona, Bud Light, Coors Light.
I was about to say the last movie that I bought that was
you're not
Studio
allowed to talk
Ghibli was.
shit about other people's beer, Mr. Brewhouse.
A real beer.
I was about to say the last
It's like
Studio Ghibli I purchased was Spirited Away. Love that movie.
I think I have the box set of all but two of their movies.
My next one I want to get is Ponyo.
Yeah, I'll have to dig out my movies and you want to borrow the movies.
Okay, I don't want to hear about your guys' hentai collection.
You know, that's so far from the mark from Ghibli because it's like some of the most heartwarming movies you'll ever meet and see.
Hey, yeah,
To be
that's
fair,
what
some of the
Bangkok
titles
became.
can
A
be
Ghibli.
misconstrued.
Yeah.
Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, Ponyo.
Are you guys done yet?
Princess Mononoke.
I'm out. Bye.
Have a good one.
Okay, you guys can talk about anime in your own time. If it ain't abridged, I don't give a shit. Which includes My Hero Academia abridged, which is hilarious.
I was about to say the last one I watched that was abridged was Van Helsing.
Ultimate Helsing.
Ultimate Helsing abridged.
I want a 72-inch plasma television with Netflix. But alright, we should shut this down.
Yep.
What have we all got coming up, huh? Maybe a little casino heist? Huh? Wednesday
Possibly.
night gaming, of course. That's always.
Wednesday night's the usual. That one's kind of a guaranteed.
We'll be back to Jackbox.
Yep.
My takeover is over. I threw out my back during the takeover, so.
You pulled a Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
Assholes always do fucking game night on Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, yeah. That's the
Yeah.
way we've been doing it for almost a year now.
Holy shit! Yeah.
It has been almost a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we started in March. It was before
Yeah.
March
winter
or
was
May.
finished.
It was one of the M months.
It was
March or May.
Pretty sure it was March because I'm pretty sure it was before winter was done.
Yes.
But what we're gonna have to do is figure out the exact date, and then like that closest Wednesday.
I mean, easily done. I
something
mean, I think I have
spectacular.
I think mine's like one of the first ones.
Well, to be completely honest, I have you guys in my calendar every Wednesday. So if I started it back when...
And you were, I think, there for the first episode too.
Okay, the first one I was there for was March 20th.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
Because I have you guys in my calendar starting in March 20th.
For that.
Yeah. That makes
So
sense.
we got Wednesday night. I got shit tons of uploads coming once I actually remember to upload them.
Yep. I've got to get the last $1 million, but over to YouTube because it's still on my Twitch.
And yeah, back to Jackbox. We're on JadedDragQueen. And Dogs House of Games has uploads. And my sporadic Borderlands streams. But I think that about wraps it up, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well if that's the case, we're gonna make like Team Rocket. Jesse,
James.
we're blasting off again.
Wow.